agenda. Before we do that, Diane, I'd like to take item 5, chairperson's report, and I want to move that right down there after the executive session in that area where we reconvene.
Okay.
I'm not sure what number it will actually be, but you got action taken if needed based on executive session. I'm not sure about that, but this item that I've got won't be any action item, but it's something I need to put right there.
Okay.
Okay.
Will do.
And that being said, do we have a motion to approve the agenda as amended?
Liz Estrada, so move.
Tom Sidwell, a second.
Okay. Diane, will you do roll call, please?
Yes. Mr. Sidwell,
Yes.
Ms. Estrada,
Yes.
Ms. Stevenson,
Yes.
and Mr. Streetman.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Comments by the public on items on this agenda. Do we have any comments from the public, Larry? Or Diane? Whoever would have those.
I have no public comments at this time.
Okay. On to the consent agenda. Do we have a motion to approve the minutes from the past 2 board meetings of January the 19th and February the 16th?
Teresa Stevenson, so moved.
Okay, and a second, please.
Liz Estrada, second.
Okay, roll call.
All right. Ms. Estrada,
Yes.
Ms. Stevenson,
Yes.
Mr. Streetman,
Yes.
and Mr. Sidwell.
Yes.
All right. Thank you all.
Okay, on to reports. Item 6, Natalie, you're going to be up.
Okay, the first item is the review of the annual Board of Trustees calendar of events. If you'll turn to Exhibit 4, you will see listed by month the annual calendar of reports. And beginning, well, there is the annual report, the monthly, and then beginning with the first month of the fiscal year is the reports that are presented to the Board of Trustees each month. And if you take note, there's actually 2 pages. There have been no changes to the annual calendar of events. So I would ask the board to vote on the annual Board of Trustees. And if any of you have questions regarding the calendar of events, I'll be happy to answer those questions.
Okay. First off, questions, anyone? Okay, if we don't have any questions, do we have a motion to approve this annual Board of Trustees calendar of events?
I move to approve this.
Okay, do we have a second?
Liz Estrada, second.
Okay, roll call.
Ms. Stevenson,
Yes.
Mr. Streetman,
Yes.
Mr. Sidwell,
Yes.
and Ms. Estrada.
Yes.
Thank you all.
Okay, moving on to item number 2, position title change. I would ask the board to approve a title change for Josh McVeigh, changing his title from Director of Public Relations to Chief Marketing Officer, a CMO. This title will reflect all the work that Josh does and will reflect his duties and actually show all that he has taken on and bring his title to date. So if there are any questions about this title, I'll be happy to address those. Any questions you may have?
Okay, I don't see anybody raising a hand or anything. Liz, you got any questions? Okay, if there are no questions, do we have a motion?
Teresa Stevenson, so moved.
Okay, in a second,
Tom Sidwell, second.
and a roll call, please.
Mr. Streetman,
Yes.
Mr. Sidwell,
Yes.
Ms. Estrada,
Yes.
and Ms. Stevenson.
Yes.
All right, thank you all.
Okay, I guess we go on to academic affairs, and Natalie, you're still up.
Okay. So tonight we have two guests who both are faculty members, and they have agreed to share with the board provide an update on the Wild Horse program. So we have Dr. Manny Encinas, who is our animal science faculty member, and Mr. Paul Leonard, who is our farrier science faculty member. So either Dr. Encinas or Mr. Leonard, feel free to provide the update at this time.
Hello, everybody. What we did was we traveled to Farmington, I think it was a week ago Friday, and we visited the facility where the U.S. Forest Service is gathering the wild horses, and kind of their rendezvous point where they're collecting those horses, and just discussed kind of our plan to go forward. And I'm excited about it. I would like to start taking those horses to the college in the fall semester in August. So I think y'all are aware that the Forest Service has granted the college approximately $40,000. Is that right, Natalie?
Yes.
And so that money is in order for us to build up corrals and equipment that would be needed to handle those horses. And so what we're going to do is incorporate some classes that Mesa Lands already has established. They have an animal science and they have an equine science. What would be the term, Natalie? Like the equine science as a section.
Yeah, so as an option.
As an option to the animal
Yes.
science.
Yes.
And then we also in the past have had some horsemanship classes.
Yes.
So what Dr. Encinas and I are thinking of doing is doing an animal science / equine science, and then including some horsemanship into that program, and kind of developing a new program that'll benefit the Forest Service and benefit the college, and try to help the Forest Service find a home for these horses. And in return for that, the Forest Service has offered us some internships, apprenticeships, and then financial support. The $40,000 up front and they made it pretty clear that more money would be available as the program shows some success. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of really, I didn't really prepare anything, but that's kind of the rundown. If you have any questions, I'll do my best to answer them, or Dr. Encinas might have something that he would like to add to that.
Paul, how long do you anticipate having these horses? Is this going to be a semester
Yes,
for the current crop of horses you're talking about?
Yes, sir. We're
Okay.
gonna start kind of small with 4 or 5, and if it shows some promise and looks like it's something that's benefiting both organizations, us and the Forest Service, then we'll have the options to take more horses. And like I said, they made it pretty clear that more money would be available if we're finding homes for horses.
Thank you. I think it's a great program, and like you said, it'll help the Forest Service more easily adopt these horses out. And so I guess that would be, have they gotten to that point yet on how they're going to adopt them? Will they be adopted out of Mesa Lands here, or have you gotten that far yet?
So they have an adoption program already in process. And what they've said is if somebody comes to the college and has an interest in a horse, that they would help us with the paperwork. There's a small amount of paperwork and $125 fee to adopt a horse. So there's a guy at the Forest Service that's going to support us and assist us in getting that done. Me and Dr. Encinius have talked about maybe in the future having some kind of an event at the college, like they do with shelter animals, or maybe maybe an auction with the opportunity to adopt some of those horses in between the horses that might be for sale. So we haven't got a complete plan, but just kind of a direction at this point.
Okay, thank you.
Sure.
So Dr. Encinius, would you like to share anything?
I'm here in support of Paul. I think he and I are pretty much in agreement of a lot of, we've discussed this, and it's nice to know the enthusiasm that Paul has. While we will house it under the Animal Science Department for the academic side, Paul's going to be doing a lot of the work with the classes. I feel like this program, I think, is, again, one of those flagship programs that can really help establish Mesa Lands with another unique program. We look at it, yes, as bringing in some horses of all different ages to get a little bit of training done on them. But I think I look at it as going back to those Forest Service allotments and being able to recruit a new type of student to Mesa Lands that we aren't able to recruit. And then the opportunity for future job placement. I think those are the things that we look at. I think it's just going to be a tremendous opportunity for Mesa Lands. And, I'm looking forward to working with Paul to get this program established. I think realistically, we'd like to get the pen started in this spring and give us a chance to build a little bit of some infrastructure and really have a chance to market the program with the anticipation that we'll have students to enroll specifically on this tract in the fall.
Yes, and along those same lines, Paul and/or Dr. Encinius, you might want to briefly identify the facility location, the spot that or area you think will best suit this new programming.
Okay. Yeah, what I anticipate is the small facility that we have that's directly west of the Horseshoe and Arena currently is just kind of doing a renovation / expansion on those corrals that are already in place. We'll have to add a few runs and an alley and maybe another round pen, and then we'll have to have some plumbing work to put in some livestock waters that won't freeze and that'll be easy to maintain in all types of weather. So that's kind of, I think they've allotted us $40,000. I think we'll be way under budget in order to get those corrals to a point to accommodate 4 or 5 horses. And then as the program kind of gains traction, we might look at expanding further, we'll just kind of revisit it at that time, was kind of my thinking. And other, if I'm open to other ideas, and I would love to visit with anybody who has input, would be welcome to come by and visit with me and walk around corrals and talk about ideas they might have.
Paul, do you anticipate contracting the work out Or are you going to do some yourself? So how would you do that?
I was planning on doing the majority of it myself, and I might just have to hire, the jobs where I need an extra set of hands or something. Just hire some people kind of on a day-to-day basis. The one job that I surely want to do correctly is the plumbing and the waters, and the waters that I have in mind. And I haven't done a lot of research and pricing yet to this point, but something similar to what Matt Hughes used over there at the new rodeo facility. They're really exceptional, and I think he did a nice job. And so something along those lines.
I don't know if anybody's seen those water troughs over there or not, but they are pretty good.
Yes, sir.
And okay, Natalie.
Okay, so I would just like to thank both Paul and Manny. I think they make a great team, and also I believe it's a win-win for the college, and we are forever grateful to the U.S. Forest Service staff. So this is an exciting program, and Mr. Sidwell, any of your input would be greatly appreciated as well.
Well, Paul would have a lot more experience with that than I do, but there's opportunity to go to Mustang Makeover. How about that?
Oh, okay. All right, so I will now move on to item number 2 under academic affairs and direct your attention to exhibit 5 and 6, both of which consist of new employee biographies. The first new employee is Miss Kylie Collins, who is our Educational Services Center facilitator. You'll see that Miss Kylie, while attending high school, she also was a dual student at Mason Lands Community College, and at the same time she was graduating high school, she earned her Associate of Arts degree. She then went on to pursue her, is working towards completing her bachelor's degree in criminal justice. And Kylie is local Tucumcari native and a great addition for the college. The second new employee is Sabria Skinner. She's the enrollment secretary and she works for Dr. Kennedy. And she too has completed high school classes while a dual student and has completed her Associate of Arts degree. She has been a great addition to the college, and she has been here for us through COVID every working day to ensure that there was someone to answer the phone and assist visitors on campus. So 2 new employees, both great additions for the college.
Good, thank you.
You're welcome.
Dr. Kennedy.
This is Dr. Kennedy, and greetings, everyone. And I do not have a report for this month.
Okay. Next, we'll move right on to Administrative Services. Ms. Amanda Hammer. Yeah, Paul and Dr. Encinas, unless you guys just want to hang around, you're welcome to go if you want. But if you want to sit here with us, that's fine too. Amanda.
Okay. So we're going to start with the monthly finance report, and that is Exhibit 7, and it is under the blue tab for Administrative Affairs. Within this document, there are exhibits in it, and we'll start, of course, with the budget summary, which is Exhibit 1. Our revenues this last month were really good. They were $690,754. The expenses were $665,539, and so we had a net increase of $25,215 for the month. And so far for the year, we are ahead $414,278. On Exhibit 2 in this document, this is the certificate of deposit accounts activity. There was a correction on here, and so just so you guys are aware, our year-to-date interest is correct of the $120.77. However, I had made a mistake previously, and so our year-to-date earnings from investments is $5,274.50. And that is correct. I have verified that amount. I apologize for that oversight previously. The third exhibit is our accounts payable check register for the month of February. We did have student financial aid disbursements in that month. So including those, our total was $236,152.62. If anyone has any questions, I will do my best to answer them.
Okay, questions, anyone? If we don't have any questions, do I have a motion to approve the budget as presented, or the finance report as presented?
Liz Estrada, so move.
And a second, please.
Tom Sidwell, second.
Okay, roll call.
Mr. Sidwell,
Yes.
Ms. Estrada,
Yes.
Ms. Stevenson,
Teresa?
she's-
Yes.
thank you,
Thank you.
and Mr. Streetman.
Yes.
All right, thank you all.
Okay, moving on to exhibit number 8. It's a purchase requisition to Genzabar, and this is the annual maintenance requisition. The total is $39,196, and so it would require approval of the board. Mr. Sidwell, I'm not sure that you're familiar with Genzabar, but it is our enterprise resource platform, our student information system that we use. And this system allows all the components of financial aid, student affairs, and academic affairs to work together for student records.
Thank you. I was just about to ask what
basically-
what Jezebel was.
But basically,
and-
Tom, it's our financial software.
Okay. Is this an annual payment, quarterly, annual? It's an annual.
Annual.
All right. Well, thank you.
So basically, this is our cost to have the different modules within the program, and that's why they're all listed out on the attachment there.
Okay, folks, do we have a motion to approve the purchase requisition for Genzabar?
I make a motion. This is Tom. I make a motion to approve.
Okay. In a second.
Teresa Stevenson, second.
Okay. That motion has been made and seconded to for Genzabar. This again is $39,196. So roll call.
Ms. Estrada,
Yes.
okay, Ms. Stevenson,
Yes.
Mr. Streetman,
Yes.
and Mr. Sidwell.
Yes.
Great, thank you all.
Next is Exhibit 9. This is the uniform guidance policies that were referred to in our audit findings. And these are developed off of samples and conversations with Marty Matheson. And I sure hope this will resolve all of those findings. But my suggestion is that if the board approves these would be added to the Administrative Affairs Handbook. as a separate section, and that way they would always be continuously reviewed. I don't know if anyone has any questions regarding these policies.
Does anybody have any questions? Well, this, I take it from what you said there, this was put together with Marty's approval, correct, Amanda?
He has not reviewed this document, but he sent me sample policies and I tweaked them for our positions and things like that.
Okay.
The fraud part that was on there. I apologize. I'm trying to.
Right, it's on the
The
last page.
reporting of suspected fraud on the very last one.
Yes, ma'am.
That one, he did not send me a sample. We did discuss it over the phone. I did review the policy of another university, and I feel like this still covers it. And it just, it says we expect everybody to report any suspicions.
Yes. Yes, ma'am, exactly. Okay. Does anybody have any questions on this? The only thing that I would possibly suggest, we're going to add this to one of our handbooks, correct?
That's my suggestion.
Okay. If we're going to do that, I would have the lawyers read over it too.
And that would be, and I was going to get that ready to be sent to the lawyer to review.
Good.
Yes, sir.
Then, do we have a motion to approve this uniform guidance policy as presented, or do we want to wait until after the lawyers have reviewed it?
I would suggest we wait, and let the lawyers look at it and tweak it if it needs any tweaking.
Okay.
I-
We can do
I
that.
agree.
And
Yeah.
okay, let's do that and have it on the agenda for the very next meeting then, if the lawyers have had time to have it done by then. Is that agreeable with everybody?
I just have a question. Is there a timeline that this needs to be done by?
It would just need to be done before the auditors come again. So next month or the month after, depending on the lawyers is fine.
Okay, that's good.
Then, I guess, do we need a motion to table this in?
I would recommend that.
Okay, do we have a motion to table this until the lawyers can review it for us?
Liz Estrada, so move.
Okay, do we have a second?
Teresa Stevenson, second.
Okay, and a roll call.
All right. Mr. Streetman,
Yes.
Mr. Sidwell.
Yes.
All right. Ms. Estrada
Yes.
and Ms. Stevenson.
Yes.
All right. Thank you all.
Mr. Streetman, I have one more thing.
Yes, ma'am.
I just wanted to let the Board of Trustees know that the 15-passenger van has been purchased, insured, and registered. So it is completely ready to be used as soon as people can use it for travel.
Cool.
Oh.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, I guess at this point we need to go into executive session for the items listed here. So I guess, do we have a motion to go into executive session?
This is Tom. I'll make a motion that we go into executive session.
And a second, please.
Teresa Stevenson, second.
Okay, roll call.
All right. Ms. Estrada,
Yes.
Ms. Stevenson,
Yes.
Mr. Streetman,
Yes.
and Mr. Sidwell.
Okay.
Yes.
Natalie,
Thank you.
I need you to stay. I sent it to you, Diane. And Tom, I sent it to Tom because Tom was on the committee with me. But the rest of you guys will get that tomorrow. And
In the packet.
yes, and then there's Josh. Okay, institutional computing. Is Larry on here yet? Okay, I'm looking for Larry. And there's Larry. Okay. Have we got, are we streaming, Larry?
Yes, we are.
Okay. I guess at this point we need to reconvene from executive session. So do I have a motion to reconvene from executive session?
Liz Estrada, so move.
Okay, and do I have a second?
Teresa Stevenson, second.
Okay. There's no action to be taken on this, but I have got a list of names that the screening committee is going to turn over to the Board of Trustees tonight. And we have a list of 8 people that we are handing over to the Board of Trustees. These people have all applied for the position of president.
Mr. Streetman,
Yes.
do we need to do a vote on
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes. Thank you. You guys stop me. Yes.
I'm getting a little more comfortable with this now. So.
Yes, ma'am. You got to stop me.
Okay. All right.
Roll call
Okay.
and reconvene from executive session.
There we go. Ms. Stevenson,
Yes.
Mr. Streetman,
Yes.
Mr. Sidwell,
Yes.
and Ms. Estrada.
Yes.
Great. Thank you all.
Folks, I'm going to tell every one of you, don't hesitate to stop me. Sometimes I get a little carried away. But anyway, back to our list. We start off with Melanie Jones Owen. She's got an ED. She lives in Hanford, California. Dr. Anthony R. Petroy, Petroy. He lives in Overland Park, Kansas. Dr. Randy Smith. He's in Holdenville, Oklahoma. Dr. Gregory South. He's in Terabella, California. Dr. Gregory Bush, excuse me. He's in Oro Valley, Arizona. Dr. Todd Eklund. He is in Pueblo, Colorado. Dr. Richard Fleming. He is in Prince Frederick, Maryland. And Dr. Laura
McCullough.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hurricane, West Virginia. And that's the 8 candidates. Josh, I'll get this to you with all the contact information. So give me about a day to contact everybody, and then you can start working at bios and stuff. But I need to be able to contact them all tomorrow. And matter of fact, I'll probably start contacting some tonight via emails so that they know that they are on this list. Now, I'm not going to go so far as to say these are finalists, because the board will read through this list and decide who we think as a board would be a better fit. And then these are the candidates, those will be the candidates we'll bring to the campus. And that's kind of where we stand at that point. Now, okay, unfinished business. Okay, unfinished business. The foundation property and equipment leases that we've had in the past, we need to reinstate those with a minor adjustment. Somewhere in my paperwork here, I saw what we have done on that. And the total will be, and this should be, if it's everything we've looked at, this should be retroactive from July the 1st up until June the 30th of this year. And it will be a total of $63,050. And the property leases themselves will be $57,750, and then the equipment leases, and that's the 2 trailers that the college is leasing from us, the Wells Cargo trailer and that Platinum stock trailer. And the Wells Cargo and the Platinum stock trailer come to $5,300, which gives us a total of $63,50. So any comments? Any questions? If none, do I have a motion to approve that?
This is Don. I make a motion that we approve that.
Okay.
Mr.
And
Friedman, Mr. Sidwell,
yes.
I realized this too late. but we also will need the board to approve the purchase requisition regarding this. I don't know if you want to approve that in this same motion, or if you want the requisition to come back to you next month.
No, we need to get that approved now. Should be included in this motion.
It
So,
could be included in this motion.
okay, let's do that then.
So I will make the motion, amend the motion to include the requisition and the annual property and equipment leases.
Does that satisfy you, Amanda?
Yes, sir.
Okay. The motion is made. Do we have a second?
Teresa Stevenson, second.
Okay. And a roll call, please.
Ms. Estrada,
Yes.
Ms. Stevenson,
Yes.
Mr. Streetman,
Yes.
and Mr. Sidwell.
Yes.
All right, thank you all.
Okay. Let's see here. We have no new business. There was no correspondence this month. Only thing we've got at the back of the book is our 12-month calendar and our annual calendar reports, which we reviewed just a few minutes ago, or a little while ago. And I guess our important dates: the college will be closed for spring break on March the 22nd through the 22nd through the 26th, and spring holiday from April the 2nd. Okay. Interesting. Do you mind if I ask why that is not included in the spring break? Why we have a extra holiday?
That actually is Good Friday. It falls on Good Friday.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And sometimes it corresponds with spring break, some years, and other years it does not.
Okay.
And the name was changed to spring break several presidents ago. So
Okay. Very good. Thank you. I was scratching my head wondering, we're out a week and all of a sudden we're going to do it again. Okay.
yeah.
Okay. That being said, folks, I don't have anything else. Does anybody else? Diane, you got anything?
I think we've moved mountains. No, I can't think of anything.
Okay. Teresa?
Nothing.
Liz?
Yes, sir.
Natalie?
I do not.
Okay. Tom?
I don't have anything else.
Josh?
I don't have anything.
Dr. Kennedy?
Not for me, thank you.
Okay. Amanda?
No, sir, thank you.
Okay. Larry, you got anything?
No, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Larry, I'll be talking to you probably sometime tomorrow when I start setting up these dates and stuff. And that's the other thing I probably need to mention too, because we're going to be advertising and calling for some special meetings next week, probably one every day, to do this very same type of interview we did as a committee, except now the Board of Trustees will be doing it in an executive session on the initial interviews with these candidates. That being said, I don't think we have any more business. I think we can say this meeting will be adjourned at 6:38 p.m. tonight.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Take care. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Later.
Thank you.
Bye.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.